All right, Shalom. This is Brother Mayon coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and sincerity. And just want to do a quick video, just going into this article I came across here on this website, technocracy.news. You know, and it's the article is entitled "Pregnancy Robots to Give Birth to Human Babies." You know, and this is just, you know, if the world doesn't see what the problem of the world is, then they're you know, it's better that these missiles come and destroy these people, man. All right, that the Lord send, you know, the missiles, you know, he sends Yahawashi, you go ahead and just clean these people up, because you have got to be a complete moron, you know. And brothers were talking about this, about, you know, Israelites being a problem. But look at what this devil's doing, man. Look at what Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is doing on the earth. Pregnancy robots to give birth to human babies. And you got niggas that are just okay with how society is going. Because these are the technological advances that people have been cheering about. Okay? And you already know that once you know, something like this starts to get pushed out here, you know, these artificial wombs, all right, these women are going to be all on board, because what better way to have a child and not ruin your figure than to go ahead and just get a robot to give birth for you. Take one of your eggs, take a sperm from you know, the donor, as these women call the men, and put it inside of this artificial womb, and raise your child so that the woman doesn't lose her figure. That's how, as the scriptures say, you know, the people shall be lovers of themselves. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is what this all is really going down to, man. People being lovers of themselves. People loving themselves so much that they don't want to inconvenience their looks, okay, their lives, and you know, they're willing to allow technology to go to these reaches, these levels, so that they don't have to compromise themselves, okay? But they're already compromised. All right, let's type this in. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 3. I thought it was that. 2 Timothy chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, holy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God." I'll read it verbatim. "Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away." And this is why we don't, when you come to serve Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, when you come to the understanding of what the Bible is truly telling you, you know, telling us to do and telling us how to carry ourselves, you got to, you know, pull yourself away from these people, because look at the mindset of these people. These are the things. And again, let me also bring out this this precept. This is why things are coming, you know, into the world the way they are. So, okay, let me look for this precept. Okay, this is why in 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 20, the world is in this chaotic state. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 20. "So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, because of the devices that were come into it." So let's get real quick this word peril. Let's look up on the online etymology of the word peril. All right, it says danger, risk, hazard, jeopardy, exposure of a person or property to injury, loss, or destruction. And this is why there's danger in the world. This is why destruction is coming upon the people, because of the devices. Let's type that in, the word devices. Okay, it says from the 13th century, device, which means intent, desire, an expressed intent or desire, a plan or a design, a literary composition. You see? So the desires and intents of the people on the earth is brought the very same peril on the earth, man, that we're experiencing, that we're seeing. People wondering why they're going through all types of hell, why they're catching all types of, health problems. It's because of this technology that's being pushed on the earth, man. And the people and the majority of the people are okay with it. They know the dangers that this technology produces. Okay, who knows what the hell could happen if this was to actually come to fruition? But these are things that they have in place, that they're devising. Okay, these are their intentions, their designs of making or merging man with machine. This is the fourth industrial revolution. This is what it's all about. Bringing everything to technology, or bringing technology to everything, whether it's watching TV, whether it's moving your car, banking, health, everything is being merged with technology. Everything's being brought onto a server, and it's bringing about the enslavement of people, man. And this is straight up out of the movie The Matrix, man. Having babies being birthed through an artificial womb, man. That's when you watch that movie The Matrix, the first one, that's exactly what Neo and everybody else on the planet Earth that wasn't unplugged was in an artificial womb, that they stayed there through their entire lives, and they lived in a false reality, which is what you clown ass niggas out here living, man, in a false reality. You don't truly see the world for what it is, because your eyes are glazed over by this technology and the miracles that it produces. This is how Esau Edom has deceived the world. Revelations 13. Let's get that real quick. I think like around verse 11. Yep. Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, going into that Roman Empire, and that Roman Empire is that Roman system is rebirthed onto the earth. Okay, through the NATO EU nations, and America being the chief city. Okay, that system, that Roman Empire is back ruling the entire earth this time, not just the known world, of the ancient time. Now it's this beast is ruling over the whole earth. But it said, verse 13, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Right, and you got these missiles, you got these dew weapons. Okay, but this is the point, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And his miracles, Esau's miracles, come through his technology. Okay, and one of the best examples that has recently come out is this Neuralink, where he's, Esau Edom through Elon Musk has been able to make people walk again. They're able to control computer screens through, through thought. They're able to heal the blind. Okay, and not only that, but many more things, especially in the health industry, man, where technology has played a major part in so-called healing people. Okay, so I read that again, Revelation 13 and 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. You see, the people of the earth have been deceived by this man's technology. And this is ultimately why, when you read further on down, with this RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, when it comes out, people are going to be okay with it, because they've already been deceived into believing that technology is for the betterment of society, for the betterment of humanity. So to have human become part machine Okay, it's a step in Esau's progression and in his devices. Okay, and one thing about Esau's technology is that it can be controlled. Okay, just like the Heavenly Father can control your body, He can control you and what you do. Well, that's what Esau did, and again, this is why the scriptures talk about that in 2 Thessalonians, man. That he sitteth himself up as the Most High. Esau Edom truly believes that he can become like the Most High, like the Lord, by having control over you, and the only way that he can do it is through his technology, which is why he's desensitized the minds of people through these said miracles, by making you believe that this is something that's wonderful and great, and everybody needs to experience this. Everyone needs to be a part of this fourth industrial revolution. Okay, it says, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that image is this new world order that's being established on the earth. Little by little, what these nations are all doing is all going towards the same goal, which is to become a part of this one system that's going to govern the earth. And what's going to govern it is going to be this technology. That's going to be the governing instrument. It's going to be the technology. Whether you're a part of the system or not, okay, you're going to be controlled by the technology. Because if you don't have the technology, you can't be a part of society. And that will control your life. That's going to make you live a certain way. And a lot of people are going to forsake those ways and go ahead and just become a part of this system by receiving the mark, by worshiping the image of the beast. Okay, by following orders, so to say. That's all this shit is, man. So when the prophets see things like this, the pregnancy robots to give birth, we already know what this is going into, man. It says there's a robot for that. What a time to be alive. Yeah, what a time to be alive, man. And I'm reading, this is in the article, the first paragraph. What a time to be alive. You're right. We're living in a great time to see prophecy. Because that's what is taking place on the earth, man. It's prophecy. This is all these miracles, these technological advances. This is what the scripture said would happen. Knowledge shall increase. Okay, these miracles that are deceiving the people, thinking that these things are all safe and convenient, but they're all being used to control you. Your travel is controlled by this technology, and it's only going to get worse. Okay, it says people are marrying AI bots, and now robots might soon be able to carry babies. Reportedly, China is working on designing a bot with an artificial womb which will receive nutrients through a hose in its abdomen. And what nutrients is it going to be receiving? You see? The nutrients that those babies are going to receive, if we are here long enough to get to that point, is going to be some nonsense to be pumped into this child to gain more control over the next generation, man. Okay? It says that will soon be able to carry a fetus for about 10 months before giving birth, according to Chosen Biz. The pregnancy robot was conceptualized by Dr. Zhang Qifeng, founder of Kaiwa Technology in China. If all goes according to plan, the prototype will make its debut next year. God damn. For those struggling to conceive, hiring a humanoid to carry their baby will cost 100,000 yuan, or about $14,000, a price significantly less than a human surrogate, which can cost someone in the U.S. anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000. You see? Circumventing the natural use of the woman to work that which is unseemly. This is an unseemly work. Putting your seed into a robot. And letting that thing carry your seed and it bring that baby to term and birth it, man. That is wicked, man. That's demonic. But guarantee you're going to have the nigger woman and the Latino woman first in line for this, man. Suggesting it to the men, especially with it being so affordable, so-called. All these little YouTube niggas that got these women chasing after them, they're going to be suggesting, hey, look, you want me to keep my figure? Well, go ahead and go get that bot. And put your seed into that and put my egg into that, and then we'll have ourselves a baby. And that way I can keep my figure. You see? This world just needs to be destroyed, man. This is too much. This is too fucking much, man. And we're getting to a point to where, shit is about to hit the fan, and a lot of these things are going to be rushed. Esau is getting ready to rush a lot of these things as far as technology goes, in regards with the MOTB. It's going to be pushed out. It's just going to be thrown out there, man. And you're going to have to be either compliant or be ostracized. Or better yet, killed, as the scriptures talk about in Revelations 13 and 15. I'll read that. It said that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see? So you don't want to get down with the program, then hey, let me send you to your maker. That's just what Esau does. And that's what he has to do, because for him to fully control people with no rebellion, with no pushback, he has to make an example of those that don't want to fall in line. And that's exactly what he's going to do. But see, before he fills his belly, the Lord is going to disappoint him. But the Lord is using this devil to do these things so that he can kill a lot of people. Again, the scriptures tell you that the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil. And the day of evil is here. We're living in the days of the evil days, man. And it's only going to get worse. There is no getting better. There will not be a day that is better than the last. The days will just continue to get worse, man. The only days that are going to get better are for the elect. But for the rest of the world and them that dwell therein, it's only going to be destruction that's coming your way, man. Because of the devices of these people, man. Specifically the rulers of this earth, which are the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But hey, who are we to tell you about your daddy Esau? You don't see it that way? That's fine with us. But when that foot's up your ass, don't come hollering. Okay? So, just wanted to bring that out, man. I thought that was actually, kind of irritating that I saw that article came out. But at the same time, man, this is the world we live in. So, hey, with that, Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all the praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone. And much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth in sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.